Hi, and welcome to Statistically Speaking, helping you call BS on bad stats, where we will guide you to do exactly that. My name is Sarah Bustani, and I am joined by my co-host and partner in all things research at Sixth Sense, Carrie Cunningham.
Hey, before we get started, I think I just want to call out for anybody who might be watching this that we know it's kind of weird that we're two people from a marketing department at a software company doing a video series on statistics. So maybe we should explain.
We definitely owe an explanation. So Carrie and I run a research and thought leadership team at Sixth Sense where we research everything B2B, from how marketers measure themselves, how B2B buyers buy, how organizations identify buyers, and everything that we come across, everything that we write about, we always analyze with statistics. There's kind of a couple things that come with that. One, a lot of the research that we produce has a lot of terms or, just concepts that maybe you heard in a past statistics course, but aren't really familiar with. So one, we want you to be able to participate in the research that we produce and understand what we're talking about. But there's also a lot of, headlines and industry benchmarks that we come across all the time. And I'm sure you all come across. And quite frankly, a lot of times, they just aren't running the stats. Real decisions are being made off these industry benchmarks. They're not using statistical analyses to back it up. And really, so then we just have to say, okay, this sample of 200 or however many people that they're working with, that's true for everyone. And we want to stop that. So really what we hope to bring to you all listening through this series is just a really actionable way, no matter what your comfort level with stats is. We just want you to be able to look at an industry benchmark or a piece of content and just know, can I trust this? Or what questions should I be asking?
People are making claims all the time that we read both in business and in B2B marketing and sales arenas and then everywhere else. People making claims that once you have some statistical background, you can immediately call BS on the thing. There's just no way that that's actually true. Or you can question and say, I don't know how much confidence I have in what they're saying. One, if they're not showing the math and not showing the stats, but two, you'll be able to get a handle on, like, if this A/B test that we did shows that there's a 5% difference, should we care about that at all? Or is that not something we should care about? Well, without stats, you really don't know. With stats, you can know. I know from talking to a lot of marketers, as I do all the time, that a lot of people who might watch this would really love to be able to do that. Like, you all had stats classes in college. I did. I hated it. I was terrible at it. I was deathly afraid of it. But over time, I also got frustrated in my career not being able to really trust whether what I was seeing in data was true. Can I count on this or not? And go, wait a minute. You just said that this 2-point difference in a sample size of 100 makes some sort of difference, and now you've got advice for everybody on what to do about it? No. And then the other one is, it's just fun to be able to figure stuff out, to be able to look at a set of data and to be able to find something that other people didn't find, or other people couldn't find or didn't think to ask. We'll talk about all of those things in these sessions and get past, I think, the fear that a lot of us have before these things about how complex these terms are. And most of the concepts are pretty easy to understand once you have them. A lot of examples from our own research, so that they're grounded in B2B marketing and sales and what people are doing, but also from regular life situations that we all have.
Every episode, it'll be Carrie and I will be going over a common statistical term or test, or even things that you might have heard in statistics, like statistical significance means importance, which it just doesn't. We actually don't use that term. That's going to be a whole other episode that we'll be covering. Those are the types of things that you can expect. And like Carrie mentioned, we have so many examples from our own primary research that we'll be including. So hopefully you'll learn some of our own research along the way. And then also we will be including just everyday examples to make it accessible, because we want all of you listening to benefit no matter what level you're at. We don't expect you to have a statistics book on your desk? We do. I know I do. So let us do that work and make it easy for all of you.
And I think another thing that's important about this is that each episode is going to be maybe 5-10 minutes long. Maybe one will go a little bit longer, something than that. But we'll cover one concept. We'll explain it, talk about some examples. We'll use visuals when we need to, but it won't be like taking an hour-long lecture in stats that goes from one place to the next. And we'll make them all bite-sized and consumable. In episode 1, we're going to be talking about the difference between quantitative and qualitative data. We don't love a lot of that qualitative data, but also we'll talk a little bit about how Gen AI is changing our relationship with qualitative data, or can change our relationship with qualitative data a little bit, and how that matters.
We hope to see you next time on Statistically Speaking.